The weekend edition. Okay, the words.
No, I just laughed. Like, yeah, you know why I laughed.
Let's get it started with Smackdown.
Sir,
Yeah. What, what is that response?
what?
What is that response?
I
What is
just said,
that?
yes, sir, let's get started.
Uh, What the fuck? Okay.
All right, y'all. I'm getting in trouble for not responding, and then I'm getting in trouble for responding. Y'all tell me.
So it starts off with Solo Sokoa, and he comes down to the ring, and he didn't say nothing, did he?
Not much of anything. He basically accepted the tribal combat. Yes, tribal combat.
Yeah, and then Drew came out, and I we read this last week that Drew
Yeah,
came out and hung out, but the problem is Drew got fucked up by Solo, but Drew accepts Solo for beating Roman, so Drew will work with Solo, but he mad at Solo for screwing him out of the title. And after they kill Roman, he's going to fuck up Solo. But right now, I'm going to help you. They're going to help me. And we're going to get rid of Roman. Okay.
sounded ultra complicated, but that's exactly what the fuck happened.
Yes. And to be honest, I don't see where this goes. I have no idea where this goes.
Because either way, like he's taking off the fucking OG bloodline one by one. You're not going to be able to do that with a new bloodline. Like you're not going to be able to touch Solo, so you need a crew or something.
So, but I'm confused. Like, what is the end game for Drew? What is the end game for Drew? Because what does Drew go after Roman? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, but that actually seems like plausible because everybody's bitching about Roman.
Yeah, but to me, it's just like it really goes against everything that's already planned and everything that's moving forward. So why stick Drew in there to go against Roman, where we know Drew's going to lose to him, and Drew's going to get dominated, and nothing good is going to happen. So what's the point in this happening?
There's no point.
So then Jimmy comes out. Jimmy gets beat up by Drew because he tries to beat up Drew. Drew beats his ass, and then Apollo, LA Knight, and Andrade come out to fight the new Savage Bloodline.
They already make a good team. I don't know how the hell.
Okay, I mean, I still to this day think this is a weird ass hodgepodge of a team. It's weird as hell,
Yeah, that's why I said oddly because on paper you don't think they work out, but they work well together.
and they get the loss because they get their asses beat.
Yeah,
Because ain't no way in hell you're gonna beat the Savage Bloodline.
especially with fucking Solo main eventing that fucking thing. Well, co-main eventing, I would call it.
But yeah, that was the first part of the show, and I was just like, then Nakamura came out and spit in LA Knight's face. That was a thing. So, eh,
Rematch, I guess.
yeah, we had a Chelsea Green promo, and she said she's going to Disney World, which she did.
Oh shit, she
Because
actually did.
yeah, no, this was taped so long ago before anything happened. So she went to Disney World, had a whole thing, and she referenced it in the promo. Alex Shelley basically said that he's going to beat Johnny Gargano tonight, and then they did a recap of Kevin Owens with the Winged Eagle belt. So he basically said what we said on the podcast that he's going to keep the belt and run around as champion.
Yep, the true champion.
Yes. So how do you feel about Kevin being the true champion?
I like it. I like it. Like as we said before, when they first were saying they were going to bring the belt, I mean, they need to keep it around. At least this keeps it around for a little while longer. So I'm good with
Yes,
it. And Kevin does
I
deserve it after that match too. For real, for real.
he does. He really deserves to be the actual champion
Yeah.
instead of the cosplay champion. So then we get DIY in the back, and they're talking about their match. And this is funny because I noticed this on Twitter that Johnny Gargano posted a picture of him and Alex Shelley from back in the day. And they actually used it on SmackDown as the infographic of the match. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So then we had A Town Down Under and Santa Braun. He came out. They did this little back and forth thing. And then Mello came out. And they set up a match for Mello and Braun Strowman, Brad. Okay.
You didn't care for it much either, did you?
Dude, like this doesn't make any sense. They set up the match and then Mello wins by countout. So that means it should be one more match because it's 1-1 now.
Yep.
So I don't like that. So
Yeah.
we also had Candice and Nia getting ready for their main event title match, and Tiffy basically saying, "Oh, you guys want me to come out there and help?" And they're like, "No, we don't need you. Go away." And Tiffy was like, "Oh, okay," and she felt sad. And the fact that she's super over means she's winning the title soon, 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 soon.
Yep.
Like I can't wait. So then we had Braun Strowman, Brad. He was in the back. Mello hit him with the chair, and now he's angry. Yeah. So then we had I mean not Kyle O'Reilly, Johnny Gargano versus
I'm
Alex
about to
Shelley.
fucking say.
Yeah, they're similar, so I just got them confused.
Yeah.
So Kyle, God damn it,
What the
Johnny.
fuck?
see, see, Johnny with new music beat Alex Shelley.
Yeah. I kind
How
of
do you
dig the
like the
new
music?
music.
I was just about to say, how do you
I
like the
beat you
music?
to it.
Yeah,
Like, it's not great, but it's better than what they had with the DI. Like, I really wasn't feeling that one.
I like that music for some reason.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, like I said, for some reason, not a real reason, just for some reason.
Probably just that beginning part, right?
Yes, just that beginning part because it was like so random. It is just like we are what? Like we are DIY? Like what I don't get it, but hey, it's catchy. All right.
After that, I don't know what the fuck it says, so.
Nobody does. So then we had the tag team main event, Naomi and Bianca versus Naya and Candice LeRae. And Naya, I mean not Naya, Naomi and Bianca won, but Tiffany came out and looked like she was going to cash in, got Naya distracted, and that's how they went to the end.
Fuck them over.
So,
Like, that has to be on purpose.
oh, it was definitely on purpose. So, question to you.
Okay.
I've been saying Naomi did this. You came up with a theory. Maybe Naomi and Bianca did this.
Yeah.
So, do you still stand by that?
Like, I'm trying to think, like, because Naomi could do it, Bianca could do it. Like, that's what it seems. It's one or the other, or both, because let's face it, like, Jade could probably take both of them on for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, maybe it took both of them to take her out.
But I'm going to need some real explanation of why Bianca turned on Jade if they do it that way. I'm going to need some real explanation. Like I need some real story. Like I know she's like probably, oh, I'm jealous of you, blah blah blah, whatever, whatever. I'll be like, yeah, I mean, I guess, but like you're tag champs together, so that kind of didn't make sense. I don't
Wouldn't be
know.
the first time because remember, another Jade, Corey Jade, turning on fucking what's her name, Roxanne Perez and whatever, and they were tag team champions at the time. So it happens. It makes no sense, but it happens.
Yeah, because it's like this. I don't know. It just would feel weird to me because I know like they're going to Bianca versus Jade at WrestleMania. So I mean, this could be a way,
Yeah.
but
The
I don't.
only fucking like surprise would be Jay didn't want to be in the fucking war games or whatever, so she took herself out and basically pulled a fucking Eddie Thorpe. That would be the
Yeah,
only
like
shocker.
the funny part is like that's another scenario that I'm like, okay, I'm down with. But the Bianca one, I just need a lot of explanation. Like you have to give me something on other than, oh, I don't like you, you're getting too much fame, and you're trying to be better than me, blah 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 blah. I wouldn't like that. I need
Yeah,
like
that's
a I
easy.
need a real no, but I need a real deep lore of something of why she did it. Like one day, like she did something to Bianca, and Bianca was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you back," and this is the get back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like this has to be deep, deep. Something like because that surface level, I'm just mad at you thing is like, yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, and SmackDown was so weird because it was already taped and it was taped a week ago, and then Saturday night's main event happened, so they couldn't really reference it, and it was all over the place. And it was like, yeah, it was a weird show.
Yeah.
So that was the WWE side of the show, which we still have AEW / Ring of Honor to cover.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So final battle happened, and I'm gonna be honest with you,
Hmm.
the first like fourth, the third of the card, it was like nothing was happening. Like nothing happened. There was like no title change. There was like no big thing. The only thing that happened like in the really like start of the show that had me pop was Jay Lethal came out because he was facing QT Marshall. And when Jay Lethal came out, he was dressed as Black Machismo. But then QT Marshall also came out dressed as Macho Man too. So that kind of popped me. It was like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. And
Macho Man versus Macho Man.
yeah, and Jay Lethal won that, so that was a thing. Red Velvet beat Layla Hirsch, and then after the post match interview, she said she wants to face Mercedes. So I mean, I I guess that'll happen.
Why? You're
Now
already the champion.
I don't know. I don't know. She said Mercedes can come down to Ring of Honor, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, sure, whatever. So this is the stuff that started to pop me because Lee Moriarty had a pure open weight championship match. And he was like, yo, this is an open challenge. And whoever comes out, I'll fight them. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. And the person that came out was Nigel McGuinness.
That was not on my bingo card.
It wasn't on mine either, but it was a great fucking match. And Lee Moriarty beat Nigel McGuinness. So, I mean, but the match was fucking awesome. The match was awesome.
I kind of wanted Nigel to win though, like for real, for real.
I did too, but like the longer it kept going, I was like, you know what? I wouldn't be mad if he won, but I kind of want Lee Moriarty to win.
Yeah. Mind you, I like Lee, but yeah, that would be nice for Nigel.
Yes. So then we had the Sons of Texas versus the Righteous and a Texas Bull Rope match. And this match was really good because like they busted Dustin open. He was bleeding. He started he started coming back and he won the match because he pinned Dutch after the Bulldog. And I was like, oh, this match was actually really good. This match was good.
Awesome.
and then Commander, he did win the television title because I wasn't sure if he was the television champion, but he beat Brian Cage and he won the television championship, so he is the Ring of Honor television champion. Because that fucked me up because like when he won the match, I was like, wasn't he the champion? Isn't he champion? And then it was like new champion. It was like, oh shit, he wasn't the champion. Oh, that's okay, cool, all right, okay,
I was confused for a second too, to be honest with you.
yeah. But one thing I did forget to mention that happened earlier in the show, and this was like it's playing deeper into this weird conspiracy theory that's going on because earlier in the show, like Danhausen came back in a match. Like he came back and he like fucked with MXM. So Danhausen is back. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, Danhausen is back. But then my mind just goes to this conspiracy theory of like, okay, so where the fuck is Ricky Starks? Like you brought Danhausen back, which is like somebody that everybody has been waiting for to come back. They're like, yo, I can't wait for Danhausen to come back. Danhausen needs to come back. Danhausen even said like, yo, I'm perfectly fine. They're just not using me. I don't know what the fuck is up. And they finally brought him back on Ring of Honor. So I'm like, oh well, shit. Then they should do that for Ricky Starks because Ricky posted something about him drinking a beer at a holiday party. I'm like, oh, Ricky's gonna show up. Ricky's gonna show up, but Ricky didn't show up. So Ricky is still out. And it's like I'm starting to feel like there's a conspiracy against Ricky now.
Yeah,
It's just feeling weird.
that's sad because what the fuck?
It's very sad. So then we had Chris Jericho versus fucking Matt Cardona, and Chris Jericho won. But then something happened that like fucked me up. Like not even just because this person showed up, but because what happened after. Because after the match, Bandito shows up, and I'm like, wait a minute, Bandito, like you're supposed to be on fucking AEW main. Why are you on Ring of Honor? And he's beating up Jericho. Then he goes for this drop kick off the top rope, and he lands, and it looks like he knocks himself the fuck out. And he's just like down for like about 20 seconds. He gets up, but he's looked like he got knocked the fuck out. Cause like when he hits the floor for the drop kick, he just goes boom. And you see his head hit, and you're like, oh shit. He gets up 20 seconds later and then just like keeps doing stuff, but it's like, and when he's moving around, you can see like he's shaking up, and it's like, did you just get a concussion? Like you just came back. Are you all right? I guess he's all right because no one said he had a concussion. No one said he got pulled from anything yet, but it didn't look good.
That'll be a real bitch. He like comes right back and gets fucking hurt again.
Exactly. So then we had the main event, and everybody's looking forward to this main event, and it's Billy Starks versus Athena. This match was fucking awesome, and Athena kept the title. Like, I was so shocked because I'm like, all right, this is the perfect time. This is Billy's second time trying to get the championship from Athena. Like, they did this whole breakup angle. It would be perfect if Billy gets the title and Athena just goes off into like do something else and comes to AEW proper. And it's like, okay, right, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen, right? No, Athena gets
Nope.
the win. Dude, I was so shocked because like everybody in the crowd was shocked. Like, there's nothing wrong with Athena because it's like Athena's great, but it's like we want her on AEW television. Like she could do so much on AEW, and she's ran through everybody in ROH. And it's like she's ran through them not only once, she ran through them twice. And it's like, okay, where do you go from here? Like, there's Ring of Honor spoilers that, like, because they're taping them after Collision. and there's a spoiler of somebody showing up in Ring of Honor, and it has me perplexed because I'm not sure what the person is going to do, but the person seems like if the person fought Athena, that would be like that's an immediate sellout. Like as soon as that person like they say, oh, this person is going to face her, it would be an immediate sellout. Like everybody would literally go, I'm buying Honor Club just so I can see this match because it's one of those matches that's like, oh, I need to see this match. Like it's going to be a banger. But we'll get to that when it airs, and we'll talk about it. But
Be called
yeah,
up to like regular AEW though.
yeah, she does. She does.
Yeah.
So Rampage happened, and Don Callis and his crew came out, and Takeshita and Brian Cage take on Mark Davis and Powerhouse Hobbs, but Don Callis's crew gets the win. And I'm like, that didn't make any sense because Will Hobbs is going for the title. He should have got the win again, but such is life. That didn't happen. So then we had a backstage thing that like I'm not too excited for. I'm not too happy for, and it's not because of the people involved. I'm not too happy because of what this whole thing is. It's so back asswards because Willow Nightingale is in the back. She's getting hyped. She's talking to Renee, and they're having this conversation. And then all of a sudden, Chris Statlander comes up. And Chris Statlander comes up and she says something really nice to Willow. And she walks off, and Willow's like, I don't know how to take that. She's like, I don't know what this means. And I'm just like, this this isn't happening, right? Like this isn't happening. Like they broke them up for no reason, and then they're putting them back together for no reason. This isn't happening, right?
Like it's way too soon for that. They could have done it eventually, but what the hell?
Yeah, it's like this is like a couple months ago. Like what the fuck? So then we had Leo Rush and Action Andretti, who are a fucking great tag team.
Who knew?
Dude, I did. I knew. It's me. I'm the one. So then they win this match against these guys. Then Private Party comes out. And Private Party is celebrating with the tag titles. And Private Party is like looking at Leo Rush and Action Andretti. And then all of a sudden, Top Flight Security's music hits. And Private Party gets distracted. And Leo and Andretti attack Private Party. And then like they just have this stare down with the titles against Top Flight Security. And I'm like, so what was the point in having this match where the winner gets to be number one contender if you're gonna wind up making this a three-way? What's the point?
There is none.
Exactly. So then we have Harley Cameron. And Harley Cameron is cutting her promo, and Penelope Ford shows up and she's like, yo, she's like, I fucks with you. She's like you're doing some good shit. You know what? I might I might like to fuck with you. And she's like, okay. And then Harley Cameron goes, you know what? You're gonna feel the wrath of Harley Cameron. And Renee goes, she likes you. You're not gonna feel the wrath of Harley Cameron. I was like, the fuck? It was hilarious.
Right?
Like she has so much charisma as a person, but like her wrestling skills doesn't like match the charisma she has, and it's weird
You'll get there.
because like she's so good, like she's so good. So then it was her versus Willow, and of course Willow won, but then Penelope shows up, and Penelope beats up Willow, which brings out Chris Statlander, and Chris Statlander comes out and helps, and then the crowd is like, hug it out, and Chris just goes in, but then she's like, nah, fuck it. and then she leaves. I I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Like if you're gonna bring them back together, just like pull the band-aid off and just fucking do it. Don't elongate it. We don't need that. We see it coming. Fuck it.
Yeah, this was so dumb. Like this was so dumb. So this was funny because this main event, they didn't say this main event what this main event was, but we know what it was because like we read the spoilers. So it's Commander versus Brody King. And they did not say at all, this is part of the Continental Classic. They didn't say that.
No, they didn't.
They just they just had this match. Brody King got the win, but they just had this match. They never said, "Hey guys, this is part of the Continental Classic." And like halfway through, I'm like, "Wait a minute, hold the fuck up." They're in the same bracket in the Continental. What the fuck? They're in the same bracket. Hold up. What the fuck? And then finally at the end, they go, "Yeah, you know what? This is part of the Continental Classic." I was like, "Okay, that was weird."
You should have said that from the beginning. Like, what the hell?
Basically. So then we go to Collision. And we start off with Big Boom AJ and Big Justice and Ian Riccaboni. So how do you feel about the Costco guys being all elite?
I don't care.
Jesus. So the show starts off with Will Ospreay versus Ricochet. And Ospreay comes out. They start throwing streamers for Ospreay. And he's there and he's hype. Ricochet comes out. They start throwing toilet paper at Ricochet.
Because he's
Dude,
the shit.
I fucking laughed because this was so and Will Ospreay was so fucked up. He went outside and he started laughing. He was dying. It was so rude, but he deserves it.
Basically.
So at one point in the match, Ricochet was on the outside and he used the toilet paper to wipe his ass the other way and then rub it in Will Ospreay's face. He didn't pull down his tights or anything. He did it with the tights up. And he rubbed it in Will Ospreay's face. And I was just like, why would you do that?
He's an asshole. For real.
So how did you feel about this match?
It was okay.
Like I really liked this match until the end, where like we had a ref bump, and then like the ref is getting up. Will Ospreay's on the top rope. He's about to do a dive on the Ricochet. Ricochet boots the ref. The ref hits the rope. Ospreay goes down. He gets crotched, and then Ricochet takes the pin. And Ricochet beats Ospreay, which gives Ricochet 9 points, and Ospreay still has six. The Continental Classic is over next Saturday.
Is it me or this Continental Classic has a lot more cheating than the last one?
It does. It has a lot more cheating.
Like I thought about that after this match.
Yeah, this is a lot more cheaty.
Yeah.
So then we had a face to face with Adam Cole and MJF. And MJF did everything he always does. I'm going to take the low road and say some bullshit to you. Talked about Adam Cole's breakup. And then Cole came back with the hairline thing, how MJF pulled some politics strings to get his girlfriend there, how nobody likes being around MJF. He just like basically like he did like surface level shit. He didn't do no deep dive like MJF always does. And that pissed me off because it's like I know this is wrestling and shit, but like when MJF does some really dastardly shit, it pisses me off, and not in a way that you would normally get pissed off for a heel. Like, oh, I don't like that heel. Like, it's like you could do so much better, but all you do is take the low hanging fruit and think that you're doing a great job. Like, it is the most ridiculous bullshit that I've ever seen. And I've been saying this for a long time from MJF. I hate when he does shit like this. Like, this shit is like so ridiculous. Like, oh, I'm gonna go into your personal life and say some shit and just like, haha, look at me. Are you not cool? It's like, no, you're not. Like, it's disrespectful. Like, and I know heels are supposed to be disrespectful, but like, this is not the type of disrespect it is. It's like, I'm going to be a really shit heel. And it's like, yeah, but like, nobody really gives a fuck about that shit anymore. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's old, outdated. Nobody cares. Do better. Like, get heel heat another way. It's just, I don't like it. I don't fucking like it.
I agree with everything you said. However, counterpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the things you just said, like you gave him credit, like I know you could do better. At this point, we've been saying that shit for years that he could do better. I don't think he could do better anymore. Like that's his thing. He can't get past that.
I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to come around to that slowly because like part of me just holds out hope, but like you might be right.
Yeah.
You might be right. So then they had a brawl. And then the Kingdom came out, and this was fucking hilarious because the Kingdom came out, and everybody just goes boo because they know where this is going. That's fucked up.
Let's be honest though, like out of all the members of the kingdom, minus one, they're the least favorite.
Yeah, that's fucked up. It's so fucked up because everybody knows they're gonna turn on Adam Cole, and there's gonna be some dumb shit.
Even if they
But
don't, they still get booed.
oh yeah. So then we get Chris Statlander, and she says, "At World's End, I want to face Mercedes for the TBS title." And I guess they're going with Chris Statlander and Mercedes Part Two. We said this weeks ago, but now it's official.
Yep.
So then we had Orange Cassidy, and Orange Cassidy basically said, "I'm going to take the title from John Moxley." He's like, everybody in that match wants to beat John Moxley's ass. I'm going to take the title. He was like, I honestly don't care about anybody else in that match. I just want to beat John Moxley's ass.
Yeah.
So then we had Penelope Ford versus Chris Statlander because it's coming off the heels of what happened on Rampage. And Penelope Ford is getting her revenge because, you beat up my friend or whatever. And this is going to lead to a tag team match, but nothing happened here because Chris Statlander beat Penelope Ford, but then Mercedes came out and said, "You know what, Chris? I'm in a giving mood. I'm going to give you the title match at World's End." Okay, knew it was coming, but okay.
Right.
So like, it just was. It is what it is. Like, it's nothing against them. It's nothing against them, but this is kind of like a WWE thing where it's like, oh, we're gonna go right back to the same match we just had. We're gonna go back to the same match we just had. And it's like she has other opponents. Yeah, well, we're just gonna go back to the same match we just had. Call up Athena. No, we're gonna go back to the same match we just had. Okay. All right.
Like he lost, you could call it Billy Stark now. I just thought about that.
They can do so much, but it's like, no, we're just gonna go back to the same match. I
Yeah.
don't like. So then we had Big Boom AJ and Big Justice come out. Then Jericho came out and talked shit. And then Anthony Bowens came out to save Big Boom AJ and Big Justice, and they did the scissor thing. So I hope this is a good sign. I really hope this is a really good sign. I hope this is a good sign that Anthony Bowens is by himself and he's just going alone. I really hope this is a thing.
Seems that way.
So then we had the Vendetta. They're in the back getting interviewed, and then Toni Storm shows up and she says, "Nice to meet you." And they're trying to remind her of everything. They're like, "Yo, you have a tattoo on your leg. And she's like, yeah, I do.
How do you know?
Doesn't that, she's like, doesn't that mean anything? Yeah, it's a tattoo of a duck. It's like, okay. And she's like, it's so nice to meet you. And then Deanna Purrazzo was like, I'm not buying this shit. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying this shit. You know what? Like, you're going to face Taya Valkyrie. And she's like, okay. She's like, cool to have a match. And then she just walked off. It's Tony time. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on? Everybody is fucking confused.
It was fucking funny.
Like, I can't wait till like this whole thing plays out because this is so it's interesting. It's getting more interesting by the week.
I changed my mind. Now I'm leading to like this scenario you mentioned where like this is all the act. She's acting.
Yes, like I can't wait. Like you can't wait till like this all comes out because it's so captivating. It's like, okay, what's going on here? Like everybody just keeps saying that and everybody is broken because they're like, what's happening? Like, why is she this way? And then when we all find out, it's gonna be like, oh, okay. But it's so good. Like it's so good. Toni is so good. She's uh-huh.
Because thinking about it with logic, right? Let's say like she lost her memory for real, right?
Hmm.
She like it seemed like she lost her memory of everything AEW.
Yes.
However, she met Deanna before AEW, so she would know Deanna.
Right. So this is definitely an act.
Yeah,
So that's the thing. Then we had a Continental Classic match with Shelton Benjamin and Daniel Garcia. And this was a really good match.
right.
And Daniel Garcia wins. And then after the match, the Hurt Locker business beats up Daniel Garcia. Then Mark Briscoe comes out to help him. And while all of this is going down, Swerve comes out of nowhere. I don't know where the fuck Swerve came from. He came out of nowhere and did this Swerve stomp onto Bobby Lashley. And then he told Bobby Lashley, he said, listen, he's like, I told you before the end of 2024, I'm going to get my hands on you. He was like, I'm telling you, I'm going to get my hands on you. So that looks like it's either going to be a 6 man at World's End or they're going to run back Bobby and Swerve again.
Yeah, because none of those guys are gonna be the finals, so you might as well make it a fucking 6 man.
Yeah. So I'll be okay with that. Like, get this thing going.
Yep,
So then we had the Beast Mortos versus Mark Briscoe in a Continental Classic match, and Mark Briscoe picked up a win.
he's doing way better this year. Match
Yeah,
was
he's
good
like,
too.
yeah, he beat Daniel Garcia, who was a champion. Then he beat Beast Mortos. I was gonna say who was a champion. He's not a champion. He's just Beast Mortos.
Who's a beast?
Yeah. So I mean, he's doing way better because he lost the whole entire thing last year.
Yeah,
So then we had Julia Hart accepting the challenge for Jamie Hayter for January 1st. And then we had Thunder Rosa beat up Mariah May, and they fought in the back, and then they wound up fighting all the way to the front. And Thunder Rosa beat down Mariah May and held up the title because they're getting ready for their Tijuana Street fight at World's End.
I got confused for a second. I didn't know who it was.
Wait, who? Which one was?
Fucking Rosa. Like it
Oh,
fucked me up. Like, wait, what the hell? Oh, okay, never mind.
wow, wow! You didn't know who Thunder Rosa was? I mean,
No,
she
because
did.
she looked a bit different. Because like her hair is normally curly. So
Yeah, she did look a lot of different, and she had on different clothes, so she looked better.
yeah,
So then we went to the main event, Darby versus Claudio Castagnoli, and Darby jumped off the highest of heights. Well, not the highest of heights, the kind of highest of heights, and he just went bam. He hit Claudio, but his back went bam on the floor, and he looks like he was dead. The ref checked on him. He got up. He kept going. Darby is just like unkillable. Not even joking. Claudio threw him through a table. Claudio threw him around. He just did everything he could to this guy, and Darby would not go down. And Ricochet's in the back watching on, and Darby gets the win. Darby beats Claudio. He beats Claudio, pins him. No, 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 that's not what happened. Claudio pinned Darby. He used the Nux.
Yeah.
And then Will Ospreay came out, and Will Ospreay tried to save Darby, and Claudio ran off. So Ospreay is now into the MWO story.
Which, as he promised, like after the tournament, he would help him.
Yes. Now I have a question.
Okay, because I also have a question for you, but go ahead.
Do they pivot?
Um, Pivot, what exactly?
Do they pivot from Darby Allin to Will Ospreay winning the child? Like,
Yes, I believe they do.
because I've been thinking that ever since Will got in this, but you build up Darby so big. You build him up as like this challenger. He's the guy. Darby's the guy. And then you bring Will in, and everybody's like, "Ooh, Will should win the title. Will should win the title." And it's like,
That'll be
okay,
the plot
now,
twist.
I mean, it is a plot twist, but it's like you wasted all of that good time building up Darby for this, and then you just turn around and go, "Nah, we're going a different way. Sorry."
Yeah. No, I get
Like,
you.
that's the only thing about it. It's like, yeah, you're going with Darby. I mean, you're going with Will instead of Darby, but it's like you build up Darby so much, you had him so special, and now it's like, nah, we're going
Just
in
for
a different
nothing.
direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing. So,
Now, here's my question for you. Sidebar, right? Like it has nothing to do with nothing though, right? But like for real, right?
mhm,
Like we mentioned it on this podcast before, like we're up there in age. Is Darby gonna be able to walk when he's our age?
no,
Because I don't think so at this point. Like
no,
for real. That's not this not even me being a dick, like saying a joke. Like he fucked himself up. Like for real, for real. I'm kind of concerned.
yeah, I've been concerned, and I just got over it.
He's not gonna be able to walk when he's our age, right?
Nope.
He's how old? Like late 20s, like early 30s, maybe? Maybe not even
Yep.
mid 20s.
Yep. So that's the end of the episode, and we won't talk to you guys till after Christmas. So Merry Christmas, guys.
The holidays.